Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine, and today I will be your guide through the Akashic Tarot. The Akashic Tarot is written by Sandra Ann Taylor and Sharon Ann Klinger, both of which are New York Times bestselling authors. Taylor has written the book Quantum Success, which was her New York Times bestseller, among many other books and oracle decks. And Sandra Ann Klinger is a psychic intuitive who wrote the book Power Words, which was her New York Times bestseller. She's also worked with different high-profile clients and institutions as varied as the FBI and Congress as an intuitive. So really quite fascinating. The deck also has two artists. So Cheri Polk and Emiliano Villani. Emiliano Villani are the artists for this deck. And what's really nice is in the book it does say which cards were illustrated by which artist, but the illustration styles are so compatible. There is not a sense of like a jarring transition from one artist to the other. You really do kind of have to look it up. So let's look and see what you get in this beautiful little box here. So this is a very nice, sturdy, two-piece cardboard box, very heavyweight. You get a very chunky, nice little guidebook. The guidebook is 221 pages. There is an entry for each one of the cards. You get upright and reversed meanings and the Akashic Force that's associated with the cards. So this is a tarot deck. It may not sound like a tarot deck because, as it points out on the front, it's a 62 card deck. You think, well, that must be an oracle deck. Actually, no, it is a tarot deck. There is no hard and fast rule that says that a tarot deck has to have 78 or more cards. It's just the Golden Dawn convention. And this is not a Rider-Waite-Smith or a Golden Dawn based deck. It does have the same kind of principles, however, and it works in the same fashion. So you do have 22 Major Arcana, and begins with the Oracle of Delphi, and then it concludes. See, this actually starts with a 1. A lot of your Rider-Waite-Smith decks will start with 0 and a Fool. No, this is 1. And then you go to number 22, Adsum. I'm ready. Then you have 4 suits. Now, each one of the suits has 8 numbered cards. So this is the suit of scrolls. And then you have 2 court cards per. So you have a queen and a king. So you have scrolls, roses, queen and king of roses, forces, the queen of forces, king of forces, and keys. So we'll take this a little slower and we'll go through the cards one by one. So looking at the cards, we're going to begin with the Major Arcana. And I'll just highlight that they are 3.5 by 5 inches or 9 by 12.8 centimeters, like most Hay House cards are. And we'll begin with the Oracle of Delphi, or Delphi. The Akashic Library, card 2. Card 3, the Archangel Gabriel. Card 4, Byth, or Birth. Card 5, Hilarion. Card 6, the Divine Physician. Card 7, Fated Meeting. Card 8, the Archangel Raphael. Card 9, the Archangel Michael. Card 10, the Light of the World. Card 11, the Ark of the Covenant. Card 12, the Scribe. Card 13, the Buddha Prepares. Card 14, Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. 15, the Muse. 16, Caught in the Ruins. 17, the Lookout. 18, Up in the Air. 19, Reflection. 20, Will, Wisdom, and Mind. 21, Uriel and the Sphinx. 22, Adsum. And now we'll go to the suit of scrolls. So we begin with 1 of scrolls, On Track. 2 of scrolls, 2 worlds. 3 of scrolls, Setting Your Course. 4 of scrolls, The Karmic Trench. 5 of scrolls, Diversity. 6 of scrolls, The Sands of Time. 7 of scrolls, Intricacies and Industry. 8 of scrolls, Paths Unknown. The Queen of Scrolls and the King of Scrolls. Now we'll move on to roses. 1 of roses is Commitment. 2 of roses, Winged Messengers. 3 of roses, Loving Elementals. 4 of roses, Views of the Ego. 5 of roses, The Garden. 6 of roses, The War of the Roses. 7 of roses, The Journey. 8 of roses, Sangha, Community. Queen of Roses and King of Roses. Now we'll go into forces. With the Akashic field. 2 of forces with the Willow. 3 of forces, the Bird's Nest. 4 of forces, Spring, Autumn. Now the thing about these Spring, Autumn cards, there's a couple cards like this. In the upright, it means spring. In the reverse, it means autumn. Like spring, autumn, we have summer, winter. Same, summer is upright. 5 of forces in reverse is winter. 6 of forces, the waterfall. 7 of forces, balance. 8 of forces, the lightning bolt. Queen of forces and the King of forces. And finally, go to the suit of keys. So we begin with 1 of keys and the Architect. 2 of keys, the Treasure. 3 of keys, the Chess Game. 4 of keys, Clearing the Way. 5 of keys, Wishes Fulfilled. 6 of keys, Increscent Moon. 7 of keys, the Ascent. Eight of Keys, the Master Artisan. The Queen of Keys and the King of Keys. Now, one quick moment just to illustrate the congruence of all of the artwork. Three of these kings were done by one artist. Back out a little bit here. So just looking at the kings here, three of these kings were done by one artist, and one of these kings was done by the other. But what's beautiful about this deck is that even though there were two artists working on this, their work was so well aligned. I bet you can't tell that this was not the same artist as these other cards. I had to look it up, and I'm kind of persnickety about those sort of things. So many congratulations to the artists of this deck for being able to work with these images so successfully. Well, I hope you enjoyed our journey through the Akashic Tarot today. Roses and thorns for this deck. The only difficulty with this deck is it's not a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but that's also the appeal of this deck, is that it's not a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and that you get this other perspective on the tarot. And yes, you can throw some equally brilliant tarot readings as you could with any Golden Dawn based deck, be it a Rider-Waite or a Crowley or whichever. So I find it actually very fascinating. And I think it takes a little bit more thought and creativity to create an independent deck than if you're working with some of the same themes. I like it both ways. So, however, one little tip I will give, or one don't do. So I got these cards and they were very, very stiff. It's very thick cardstock, which is great. I love good thick cardstock, so not a complaint. But I was having trouble with my hands trying to shuffle them. So I figured, well, if I dust them with a little bit of cornstarch, will that make them slipperier? No, it doesn't. Don't do that. Don't. It was a huge mess. I had cornstarch everywhere for the longest time. Every time I'd use this deck, cornstarch. And it really didn't help the cards slide at all. All I just needed to do was just kind of work with them a little bit. Shuffle them around a lot, you know? Once you kind of break in the cardstock a little bit, they shuffle for you very nicely. So just a little tip. Don't do what I did. Don't put anything on them. Okay? If you like this video, please hit like. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. I'm going to follow this up with a reading using the Akashic Tarot, so I hope that you will join me there. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.